Hey, what's up guys? You got your boy the Video Game Votary here, the Nintendo World Champion, here with a brand new episode. So, upon focusing my attention on the Nintendo Wii for the past 2 years, I've gained some knowledge in going after the complete North American retail set. So I was able to know and figure out, gain some knowledge such as trending with prices, what games are rare, uncommon games, harder to find, price range and value of games and things of that nature. So today I wanted to compile a very short list of 5 Wii exclusive games that you should absolutely add to your library. Alright guys, so the first game I have on my list is Condor II. Condor II is a first-person shooter video game developed by High Voltage Software for the Wii video game console. It is the sequel to the Condor. The definite article of the original title was dropped during development as the developers considered it to be too much of a mouthful, whatever that meant. The game makes use of the Quantum 3 engine, a game engine designed by High Voltage Software specifically for the Wii. The engine allows effects such as bump mapping, reflection and refraction, and gloss and detail mapping to be implemented. Condor 2 supports a wide variety of peripherals such as the Wii Motion Plus, Classic Controller Plus, and the PDP Headbanger headset. Condor 2 released to mixed reviews and failed to meet sales expectations. Despite the game ending on a cliffhanger, High Voltage Software has not developed a third Condor game. A Nintendo 3DS port was revealed prior to the game's release as a proof of concept, but was seemingly abandoned. Alright guys, and the second game on my list is a very popular game, a rare and expensive title for the Wii. It's one of the more expensive titles, definitely highly sought after, highly recommended by a lot of people, and we're talking about none other than Pandor Tower. Pandor Tower is an action role-playing game developed by VideoGameVotary for the Wii. The game was released in May 2011 in Japan, April 2012 in PAL territories, published by Nintendo, and April 23 in North America, published by XC Games. Focusing on the efforts of protagonist Aaron to rid his love Elena of a curse that is turning her into a monster, the player explores 13 towers, solving environmental puzzles, and taking part in platforming while battling enemies. A key part of gameplay is the Rockless Chain, a weapon that aids in both combat and navigation. Depending on the strength of Aaron's relationship with Elena, multiple endings can be reached. Coming in at number 3 on my list is one of my absolute favorite games on the Wii, not to mention just one of my favorite games of all time. We're talking about Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo, released in Japan as Dragon Ball World's Greatest Adventure. It's a video game based on the Dragon Ball franchise. It was developed by MediaVision and published by Namco Bandai under the Bandai label. It was released in Japan on July 23, 2009 and in other territories of October of the same year. The game is an arcade-style beat-em-up and platformer that allows players to take on the role of series protagonist Goku as he fights to stop the Red Ribbon Army organization and later King Piccolo from collecting the Dragon Balls to complete their plans for world domination. And guys, this is absolutely a great game. Highly recommended by myself. I just love old beat 'em up style games, and not to mention I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball. Coming in at number 4 on my list is a sleeper game, and I know it's slept on because it's on the Wii. I know some quote-unquote hardcore gamers don't look at the Wii like it won't have anything good on it, but I promise you, if you are into fighting games, this is an absolute must play. And if you don't have a Wii, this game right here is absolutely a reason to go to the thrift store, flea market, whatever, and pick up a Wii for cheap. We're talking about Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. It's a crossover fighting game developed by Aiding and published by Capcom. The game features characters from both Capcom's video game franchises and various anime series produced by Tatsunoko Production. It was originally released in Japan for arcades and the Wii video game console in December 2008 as Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Cross-Generation of Heroes. Following high demand from international fans, Capcom worked with Tatsunoko to resolve international licensing issues, and a second version, Ultimate Allstars, was released for the Nintendo Wii in North America, Japan, and Europe in January 2010, featuring additional characters and online multiplayer. And rounding out my list is probably my absolute favorite on the Nintendo Wii so far. I haven't played every game, but this is a game that I sought after to get, and I just was truly blown away by it. I love the classic platform style of video games, but this game was just so unique, so beautiful, and just, you know, the complete design of the game in itself is just amazing. We're talking about Wario Land Shake It, known as Wario Land the Shake Dimension in Power Rangers, Wario Land Shake in Japan, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, and Wario Land Shaking in South Korea. The 2008 platform game developed by Goodfield and published by Nintendo for the Wii, with animation produced by Production IG. The game is the 6th installment in the Wario Land series as part of the Wario franchise. It follows Wario as he enters the Shake Dimension with the goal of attaining the bottomless coin set, which provides an endless supply of coins. The game was released in Japan on July 24, 2008, and other regions in September. It was digitally released on the Wii U eShop during 2016, and Power Rangers on April 7, in Japan on August 24th, and in North America on November 17th. As these 5 games, they're not going to be in any particular order from top to bottom, best to worst, or anything like that. It's just 5 games that I think that you should add to your library. If you're new to the channel, you missed last week's episode, click the link above. If you want to catch up on the full season of the Video Game Votary, click the link down below. Thank you for watching. Follow me on all social media platforms at Video Game Votary.